Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. You might notice that we are no longer in a more rifle, and if you read the title, you'll probably know why, but I'm in a skin server so that we can check out and rank, well, I don't know about rank, but we're going to be rating the best and the worst red skin, also known as a covert skin, for every single gun in the game. Now, some rules before is I will only be looking at guns that have more than, or at least two skins, right? So obviously if, like, say the Nova, for example, the only red skin it has is the Hyper Beast, I will not be ranking the Nova because there's only one like red skin for it. But with that out the way, let's get it on. The first gun we have is the AK. The AK has quite a lot of skins, so naturally, it has quite a lot of good ones and quite a lot of bad ones. And because of that, I kinda have two here, I know. How blasphemous, but I do have two skins that I think are the best, and a couple skins that I think are the worst for the AK. The first skin I'm going to show is the AK Wild Lotus. Now, I'm sure this is not a surprise to any of you, but this is a beautiful, beautiful skin. I mean, I love the design of the flowers, and my favorite color is green. Just beautiful art all around. No big surprise that it is one of, if not my favorite AK skin in the game. Now we're gonna go for a little runners up because there's just so many good AK skins. So I do have one runner up, and that is the AK Inheritance. Bang. Now, in my opinion, I think this is the first AK skin in CS2, or at least the first red from the Kilowatt case, and it is just beautifully detailed. I love the like porcelain kind of like look, the gold accents, white and blue, just beautiful, beautiful skin. By the way, I hate this new inspect. Just kind of a little bit stupid, like just like taking like a closer peek. Not really necessary in my mind, and it just looks a little bit stupid because it's just extra slow. Anyway, as I was saying with the skin, it's just very beautifully detailed. You see like the little crackling around, and I do think this is just a lovely, lovely skin. Yeah, I love the designs. I love the attention to details. So yeah, it's all around very nice and beautiful skin. Alright, now moving on to the worst skins. You might think that with so many skins, the AK has got to be a tough one to find a really bad skin, and that's where you'd be wrong. By far, my most hated AK skin has got to be the AK Fire Serpent. I mean, it's just really fucking ugly. I really fucking hate it. I really do. It costs way too much for, I think it costs about from 1.3k I'll say to 2.4k AUD, and that is just a absolute disgusting price for this disgusting looking skin. I mean, like I hate like how his like nose head part is just super squashed. Like he just looks a little bit, he might have a little bit of something going on, if you know what I mean. But other than that, it's just a plain default AK with just like a little bit of graffiti art slapped on, and it's, in my opinion, it's a pretty ugly graffiti art. Now, to be fair, this might not be rated so low if it wasn't so expensive, which is why I wanted to have a couple runners up here. And this isn't gonna be a pattern, okay? I only really have runners up for the main rifles because, well, they just have so many skins. But yeah, my next gun, if, were to say that maybe the price wasn't so egregious, it'd definitely be the AK Wasteland Rebel. This thing is disgusting. I hate the little driftwood, like looking like, I just think it's kind of gross. Why would you, you know, pay money for, why would you buy this skin to make your AK look worse? You know, it is literally just worse than the default AK, and for that, you know, I think it is a truly trash gun. A trash skin, I should say. Yeah, I just really don't like the vibes with it. If I had to pick another trash skin, it would be the Jaguar. But yeah, that's the AK done. Now we're gonna move on to the M4. Now the M4, it really has like two skins. One doesn't really count. You might, you know, probably figure it out why, but that one skin is the Howl. Now, of course, everybody knows the Howl, you know, the only yellow like weapon skin in the game. You know, it's just beautiful art. I love the just bright red, and of course the little like Howl dog wolf thing beast. Yeah, it's just really, really good looking. But if you want to say that doesn't count, I would have to go with the Neo Noir. Now, I personally just absolutely love the Neo Noir lineup. I just really like the vibrant pink and blue, and yeah, I just think it looks really, really nice. And of course, the art is beautiful. I love the white, you know, the pink and blue against the white. I think it just looks really great and amazing. Now we're gonna move on to the worst skin for the M4A4, and I don't think it comes with a surprise that that is the Desert Strike. I mean, this is literally a like a blue tier, maybe even a gray tier skin. Maybe I wouldn't go so far as a gray tier, but yeah, this is just really, really uninspiring. You know, I mean, nothing against the creator here, but it's just for a red skin, like compared to all the other reds, this just does not hold a cake at all. Okay, now moving on, we have the M4A1S, the little brother of the M4A4. Now, I think the best skin has got to be the Golden Coil. Now, I just really like, you know, I mean, like gold on black, it is just pure classic, and you know, I just really like in terms of like a yellowish skin, you know, I think it's just really, really nice. I love the shines, I love the little snake, I love the scale effect, and yeah, it's just gold on black, just super classic, nice, clean skin. And I do have a little bit of a runners up, and you know, it's a little bit RIP because it is the Prince stream. Now, if you guys know, if you guys ever saw the Prince stream back in CSGO, you probably know why this is a little bit of a rip, and that is because the pearlescent effect is not as great as it used to be, and unfortunately that is why I can't really have it as my best M4A1S skin. Okay, now moving on to the worst skin in the game. That's not the worst skin, the worst M4A1S skin. It's gotta be, in my opinion, the Imminent Danger. Now, it's not the worst skin in the world, but I think just for the M4A1S, it is definitely the worst. It's just not too big of a fan of these colors on gray. I know what they're going for, like street signs and Wonder Graffiti, or just like danger signs in general. But I just think it looks a little bit busy, and it's just not very, in my opinion, it's not too pleasing to the eyes compared to the other skins. Now we're gonna move on to the AWP. Now the AWP, again, I hate to do this to you guys, but you know, I've got two favorites. Number one is the Chrome Cannon. Now the reason I like this so much, not necessarily the colors, but the colors are nice. It is actually the little 3D effect. I absolutely love how it looks. It's one of the first of its kind. Yeah, obviously being created in CS2, and I just absolutely love it. And yeah, I would love to see more skins like this in CS2 coming up. I just love the look of it. And the runners up, I would have to say, definitely is the Asimov. It's just super classic, super clean, and I absolutely love it. Of course, you have the classic, the Black Mauve. It's an all-around sexy, sexy skin. I just love like the secondary skin you can have with it when it's just super duper battle scarred like this. Maybe not this battle scarred, but you know, I just love the black scope, and it's just super classic skin. I love it. Alright, and the worst AWP skin, probably not a big surprise to you guys. It is the Medusa. Now, the reason why I'm picking this as the worst skin is it is like the whole main point of it is just hidden away in the back, and you kind of have to inspect. Some people might like that. Me personally, no, because if I'm playing the game, I'm not holding like this, right? Of course, you say, well, you're scoping, you don't see it either, but at least you're jiggling or something. Like you don't see it in the idle animation, and for that point, I'd say just get a AWP Aetheris or whatever it's called, the purple green one. Yeah, I think that's just a much better option because it's not as so expensive, and in my opinion, it looks better at the very least in the idle. Okay, next we have the Deeg. Now, I didn't actually know, but the Deeg like does not have that many skins. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I just accidentally copy pasted my notes. But yeah, so I have to say the best, in my opinion, has got to be Prince Dream. Again, a little bit of a rip because the pearlescent effect isn't as crazy as it used to be. But I just like a white Deeg, you know, I think it's just super clean and nice. But okay, then we're moving on to the next. I don't think it's a surprise for anyone. It is the Golden Koi. This thing is, in my opinion, it's a pretty boring, pretty, I guess, ugly, honestly. Not too big of a fan of this like gold color. First of all, it looks a little bit more like silver than gold, which is interesting, but yeah, just not really too big of a fan. At least compared to the other Dig skins, this does not hold a candle. Okay, now we're gonna move on to starting pistols for CT. The USP, the best skin, has gotta be, in my opinion, the Neo Noir. Now again, might be a little bit biased because I love the Neo Noir like little collection, but I just think it looks really nice. It's got the white on top, you know, the blue and purple, pink. You know, I just really love that aesthetic. You know, I just think it's really nice, beautiful art, beautiful skin, and it just looks great. Honestly, all of the USP red skins, they look pretty good, but if I had to pick a worst, it would have to be the Trader. It's not necessarily bad, but in my opinion, it's just the worst out of the bunch. I think the Kill Confirmed is just, you know, a little bit more creative. And I just like, and you know, the headshot through the skull goes into the silencer. I think that's just pretty cool. Okay, then we are going into the Glock. Now, the Glock, in my opinion, the best Glock skin is gotta be the Gamma Doppler, especially when it is in Emerald. Now, if it wasn't in Emerald, well, then I'd probably have to pick the Bullet Queen if it went for the Glock Emerald. Like, let's just say you have a Gamma Doppler, but it's not an Emerald. I'd probably pick the Bullet Queen. I just think the yellow's nice pop, you know. Honestly, you could definitely go for the pink skins. I mean, the Glock Vogue is definitely, it would, in my opinion, be the second best pick. If I didn't have to pick a red skin, definitely would go for the Vogue. But, yeah. Let's move on to the worst Glock skin. So for the worst Glock skin, you know, returning from the AK is the Wasteland Rebel. Again, I just don't really like the like driftwood kind of aesthetic with the white graffiti. I just think it feels a little bit ugly, I can't lie. and the default Glock just looks way better. Now we're gonna move on to the AUG. Now the AUG only really has two skins, and they're both pretty bad, but of course the best has got to be the Akihabara Accept. Now, to be honest, I'm not too big of a fan of either of the red skins, but as you might be able to see in a moment, the other skin is not too great, the AUG Chameleon. Now, honestly, like, the actual, like, chameleon art isn't too bad, but if we go into the idle animation, you'll see you're not seeing a whole lot. And, like, honestly, I just think it's a little bit boring. It's not too creative with the AUG model, but, you know, it's just a very, very mediocre skin in my opinion. I do like the chameleon art, but you know, it's kind of boring for a red skin. Okay, now of course the Krieg doesn't have any red skins, so we're gonna move on. We have the FAMAS. Now the FAMAS, the best skin, it's gotta be the Commemoration. Of course, it's just a full gold skin. There's only two for the FAMAS, so obviously, you know, it doesn't have too much competition here, as you will see in a moment. I just love the little details, like the diffuse squad on the right. You know, I just think it's a pretty beautiful skin. I like the little like world map kind of thing going on. But yeah, it's a pretty sweet looking skin. Gold with wood accents. Now, the other FAMAS skin, as you'll see, looks pretty terrible, and that is the roll cage. Don't know why they would just put mud on this. I mean, well, actually, I guess it's for car racing. Which I mean, now it makes sense, but you know, I don't know why you would forcefully make your skin ugly by making it purposely dirty. But okay, of course, the Galil does not, or only has one skin, the Chatterbox, which isn't too bad. I in fact actually do like it, but we're gonna have to move on because there's only one skin to the Scout. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I think personally that both of the red skins and the Scout are terrible. But if I had to pick a winner, it'd definitely be the Dragonfire. Now, Dragonfire, I mean, the art is pretty sweet, it's pretty cool. I just don't really think it fits on the Scout model. In my opinion, I just think a little bit too much gets cut off. You can't really appreciate all of it. I don't know, like it's not bad by any means, but I guess now I'm looking at it, but definitely think that, you know, the purple skins would be probably a better choice for you if you were to buy Scout skin. In case in point, I would probably say the Fevered Dream is better in this scenario because it's just cheaper and it's pretty good looking skin. Now, the worst red Scout skin has got to be the Blood in the Water. Now, can't lie, and I think you guys will know too, it's a pretty boring skin. I mean, we just got a little PNG of a shark. Now, of course, if it isn't a PNG and it is drawn, I'm sorry, but it kind of looks like a PNG, which, you know, if you did draw it, that just goes to show how great you are at drawing. But, you know, in my opinion, I just think it's a little bit boring. It's just a shark with some blood in its mouth. Okay, now we're going to move on to the SMGs, and we're going to have Mach 10 up first. The best skin, without a doubt, it's got to be the Neon Rider. Now, again, you might be seeing a little bit of my bias here with pink and blue skins. I just think they look pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie, even like me, like I think sometimes the Neon Rider is a little bit over the top for the Mach 10. But, I mean, the other skin, as you'll see, there's only two for the Mach 10. The other one isn't too great, which coming up right now is the Stalker. Now, personally, I don't think yellow and blue go together all too well, and in my opinion nowadays, this kind of just reminds me of Mr. Beast, and And you know, Mr. Beast isn't the greatest person in the world. I mean, that has nothing to do with it, but yeah, personally, I just don't think it's that great. I mean, the art's like fine, but the art's good, but I just don't really like the yellow and blue, and also the textures. I don't know what's about this dotting, if that's intentional or not, but it just doesn't really shine correctly. If you see the sun reflection, it doesn't really reflect properly and it looks a little weird. But yeah, then we're gonna have the P90. And the P90 only has 2 skins, again, not really the greatest, but of course, the Asimov, love the Asimov lineup. It's nice and clean, classic Asimov. Then we have the next skin, of course, is the Death by Kitty. Now, in my opinion, I mean, it's not the worst, but I just think it's pretty messy, pretty busy looking skin, and yeah, I don't know, it's just pretty busy, and I don't think it looks as nice as the Asimov. Moving on to the last gun, we have the 5.7. Now the 5.7 only has 2 skins, and if you know, you might not be surprised, but the best one has definitely got to be the Hyper Beast. I used to really love the Hyper Beast back in the day, but you know, as I grew up, and not that I don't enjoy it, like it is beautiful, beautiful art. But you know, I just found myself being less, what's the word? I don't know, but I kind of just fell out of it, I guess. Again, beautiful art, but I've been taking a liking to the more cleaner skins nowadays. But yeah, no, the best 5.7 skin is the Hyper Beast. Then the last final skin is gotta be the Angry Mob. I mean, like, I think it's just a little bit goofy in my opinion. Definitely the worst of the two, without a doubt. I mean, competing with the Hyper Beast, I don't think I had any chance, but I don't really like the skin too much either way. It just looks a little bit goofy in my opinion. And that's gonna about do it for today. Ranking the best and worst skins for every gun. The best skin out of this list, I definitely probably have to give it to the AK, the Wild Lotus. It's absolutely beautiful skin and I love it. And of course my favorite color is green. Color bias, but I think it's just a beautiful skin and many people definitely agree. I'll probably pick a worse skin too. I think a bit of a cop-out one would be the for A4, Desert Strike, super duper boring. You know, I don't think it qualifies as a red skin, but other than that, again, it's gonna have to go either to the AK again for the Wasteland Rebel, or the Glock Wasteland Rebel. I don't know, I just think I don't really dig this kind of style at all. So yeah, it'd either be the AK Wasteland Rebel, maybe even the AK Jaguar. Honestly, I mean the AK has got some beautiful, beautiful skins. The best skin, and it's also got the worst skin. Which sounds about right. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a comment maybe if you agree with these. Maybe you know, leave it down your own list of your favorite red skins, maybe your least favorite red skins for each gun. Maybe not each gun, maybe just your favorite gun. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Thanks for watching.